to get ready. Now let's zoom back thousands of years, shall we? This woman's condition of bleeding made her ceremonially and socially unclean. And this would be quite a burden to live under for 12 years. According to the Jewish laws and ideas of the time, if this woman touched anyone, she imparted her uncleanness to them. No social distancing going on here. An uncleanness that would not allow them to take part in any aspect of Israel's worship, at least for a season. But for her, it was a daily event, so it meant forever. Because this woman's condition was also embarrassing, and because she was ceremonially unclean and will be condemned for touching Jesus or even being in a pressing crowd, she wanted to do this secretly. She did not openly ask Jesus to be healed. She was embarrassed at her state of affairs. So she touches, quote, the fringe. King James says the hem of Jesus' robe. Now the word fringe, which means border, is the Greek word for the tassel which male Jews were to wear on the corners of their outer garments. The woman approached Jesus with a degree of superstition, probably, thinking there was power in the fringe itself. Yet there was also this great element of faith because there is no evidence that Jesus had ever healed that way before. Because even though her faith had elements of probably a little bit, it wasn't quite perfect, and a little superstitious, she believed in the healing power of Jesus. And that's what counted. And the border of his garment served as a point of contact for that faith. So her plan is, okay, I'm just going to like, shove. And just kind of like, grab that and goes, okay, let me just go. Right? That's what she wanted. It's like, nobody will know but me and me and the Lord. That was the goal. There are many things that we could say weren't exactly perfect in the way she handled this. Jesus didn't care, so neither will we. Aren't you glad we don't have to get everything just right and perfect for Jesus to touch us? More than anything, her faith was in Jesus, and the object of faith was much more important than the quality of faith. See, we need to get ready because Jesus won't let us be anonymous. Now, I know there's an element of don't do your works before men so people see them and glorify you. There is that. I get it. But if we think we're going to have just this awesome miracle and no one's going to know about it, I think not, my friend. She thought, I'll touch the robe, I'll just blend in, I'll sneak away. No muss, no fuss. And I can understand her. I'm not the kind of guy who likes to get noticed in a crowd. This is a story involving your pastor. We were on Howe, and this is probably 10, 11, 12 years ago. And I was about to get my first Chick-fil-A experience. Because there weren't as many around back then, and the one on Howe has been there a long time. And so apparently there's this ritual that they maybe used to do. I don't know if they do it anymore. But apparently when they find out it's your first time, the help rings a cowbell and announces to the entire restaurant that it's your first time there. I expressed to my brother my distaste for that ritual, which was a mistake. So apparently he talked to whoever, he somehow did this out of my knowledge. And when I start my order, first time at Chick-fil-A! First time at Chick-fil-A! And that poor kid, I bore a hole into him. The stare of death. So he looked at Phil and said, he's going to rip my head off, isn't he? Yes. And she didn't want to be noticed either. But when it comes to making spiritual contact, Jesus won't let us get away with anonymity. He literally stops the proceedings. Can you almost imagine it? It's like, and Jesus goes, who touched me? Right, the record screech thing, right? And it's quiet. Who touched me? And everyone probably thinks he's kind of mad now. Not me, it wasn't me. I don't know, look over there. I don't know. You know what I mean? Because that's what our scripture says, everyone's denying it. Oh man, now she did it. Now Jesus was going to point her out, rat her out, as having now made him unclean. Because that's what the Pharisees would have done. Now she did it. She's like, it's all going to come out now. How surprised she was about to be. I know we talk about how when we touch Jesus, we're never the same. Have we ever considered the fact that when we touch Jesus in faith, he is affected too? It affects him. It's not just, I don't know. Just a walk through the crowd. And folks, when we touch him, he goes, who touched me? It was you, wasn't it? It affects him. Maybe we didn't think it meant anything to him, but it does. When we reach out to him in love and dedication, he doesn't just keep moving like a politician at a campaign stop. He stops and says, who touched me? We matter to him. We're not just some nameless form existing on the earth. Now in truth, Jesus knew who touched him. Of course he did. He just wanted her to acknowledge it. And then the last thing we should get ready for when this happens is that Jesus leaves us better than he finds us. Every single